Muscle milk versus combat protein, an unbiased comparison. Up next. Hey everybody, today I wanted to do a actual comparison, kind of a review of two different well-known protein powders, which are both taking up my desk. The reason I want to do this review today is I am almost out of the combat protein powder, and that is from Muscle Farm. That's a pretty well-known brand. Okay, that runs 45 bucks, about 45 bucks. And this is, I'm going to see, 5 pounds. 5 pounds right here. So it's actually a pretty decent deal. 5 pounds, 45 bucks compared to a lot of protein powders. Now this is the MuscleMilk, 100% whey, which it's not 100% whey. That means it uses 100% whey inside of the actual muscle milk. It's chocolate, and this is a 6-pound bag, just so you know. And this is by Cytosport, or yeah, Cytosport. This is not the original muscle milk, just so you know. A lot of the reviews and comparisons are for original muscle milk, which is not the new gluten-free, low-fat with 27 grams per scoop of protein. What I wanted to do is I am going to the gym in a little bit. So I wanted to show you the consistency of both powders and what they look like and why. So what I want to do here, get some of that. Okay, I'm not getting it out of there. I'm pretending to. All right, but so you can see this is, let me move this out of the way. This is what the Combat Whey looks like in a scoop. I want you to see that. If you look real closely, if it'll be able to focus in on the consistency, I'm going to put that inside my protein shaker for the gym. And now I'm going to show you the consistency. See, I try to you can't over pack this the same way as you can with the combat protein. This is the chocolate muscle milk that's going in here. I want to show you, see, and little dust comes up, but basically the reason I'm showing you that, I'm going to show you again. I took the protein powder out of the container for work, but I want you to see the consistency of that. Now remember the consistency I just showed you. See, this is kind of like a fluffier consistency. The muscle milk is more finely grained, if you know what I mean. The thing about this, oh, some of that's on my desk. This you can pack like snow. And it even says on the label, right on the back here, that depending on how you pack the scoops can change the amount of protein that's in the scoop. Kind of odd, right? Okay, but taste-wise, here's my opinion. I don't really care too much one way or the other. This has vanilla-like taste. It's supposed to be cookies and cream. It has vanilla taste with kind of like somebody took Oreo cookies, the hard cookie part, and ground them up and threw them in the protein powder. And it's really good. That part for me. Here's the weird part. So everybody's like, cookies and cream, I want to try it. You know what I mean? This is 45 bucks. This is 39 bucks for 6 pounds. 45 for 5 pounds. Okay. So I grabbed the cookies and cream and the Cytosport MuscleMilk. And the kids will not eat this, oddly enough. It doesn't mix very consistent in a shaker unless you pound the hell out of it for a while. Let me get this ready for the gym. And the MuscleMilk mixes very smooth, very easily. But taste-wise, I don't mind either one. But the kids will not eat this. And they told me this is the best tasting protein powder that I buy out of any of them. But it could be the chocolate over, you know, the cookies and cream, which to me just tastes like vanilla with crushed up Oreo cookies. And I do want to point out that as I got to the bottom, and this is why this is like empty, I have some put in here for work, and I'm almost out of this. That's why I'm doing this review. But as I got closer to the bottom, there's more cookie chunks. So the weight of the cookie pieces goes to the bottom. That's another issue, okay? This here, I scanned into MyFitnessPal, scanned this into MyFitnessPal. These are the same amount of calories, okay, for 2 scoops. Exact same amount of calories. All right. This one has either more carbs or more fat. I cannot, let me, you know what? Let's see. Yes. This one per 2 scoops has like 6 carbohydrates. This one per 2 scoops has 10 carbohydrates. So that might be the little cookie pieces that they put in there. I don't know. But the problem I had with this is I thought if I was going to buy this stuff, it was going to blow away the Cytosport in macros, and it actually didn't. Let me move this out of the way. It actually did not. It actually has less protein per 2 scoops, same amount of calories, right? And, well, you would think, okay, is there higher quality whey or casein? Well, it does have casein in it, and it has BCAAs. Okay, if anyone has been doing their research lately, BCAAs have kind of like all of a sudden took a downturn where people don't want them. I'm not... It only takes 3 amino acids to make BCAAs. So I'm going to leave the bro science to other people, but put it together. You could, with, it's got milk and egg protein, BCAAs, glutamine. It's got 5 sources of protein, okay? And one of them is casein, and one of them is whey. But one, I don't want casein unless I'm going to bed, so that's a bedtime one. Just not the specs that I expected with this. So this is whey protein and probably milk and egg protein. I'm trying to think of where I seen it. It's Oh, just so you know, per scoop, this is 27 grams of protein and 130 calories. It is 1.5 grams of fat per serving. That's per one scoop. Now, don't remember not to get that confused. And then 3 carbs per one scoop. Now, here with this one, you're going to go into, let me see, I can't even see. These things are huge, by the way. Just so you know, if you go on the websites and check like the top 50 rated proteins, these are both class B, like grade B. So they're both good proteins, don't get me wrong, but they're not the best proteins. The best proteins go for like twice the price. So I'm okay with either one of these. I've eaten this all week like crazy to get rid of it since my kids won't eat it, and I really don't mind it. So this has 25 grams of protein per scoop as opposed to 27. And then it's got the higher carbs and like the same fat. Okay, so let's put it this way, though, realistically. Okay, unless you're a pro bodybuilder, those macros ain't going to make shit all difference. Protein powder is a meal supplement, not even a replacement. It's just protein powder, and it's, you know, it's not everything. It helps, but the difference between these isn't enough to justify and say MuscleMilk technically blows away the Muscle Farm, Cytoplex versus Muscle Farm. And the reason that I'm doing this video is actually because if you look on YouTube, all the reviews are of the original MuscleMilk, which is like half the protein that this has. The stuff still tastes great, and it's still probably one of the most affordable, if not the most affordable proteins on the market. You can get it at Costco. That's where I got both of these, at Costco. Costco does have other brands of protein that are higher up, but I'm going to be going this week because I'm low on this now to get more of the MuscleMilk from Cytoplex. So for me, MuscleMilk is better. If you look at the finer granulars, apparently because it mixes better, it's easier on your stomach, a lot of people say, and that is a major plus. If you're gluten intolerant or whatever, there's no gluten inside of the MuscleMilk. So that's another plus. Neither of them bothered my stomach. Neither of them tasted bad to me. My kids will not eat the cookies and cream. Now, that might be the flavor, but they didn't have any other flavor to choose from, so I wasn't able to do chocolate against chocolate. That's the facts, and pretty much only the facts, for the working guys that like to work out. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. If so, comment and subscribe, and I'll try to do some more comparisons.